Alright everybody, this is going to be our social media channel presentation for our social media marketing class. We are group number 2, and that consists of me, Jake White, Thomas Bryant, and Jerry Pate. And so for our channel presentation, we chose to look at LinkedIn and how it affects the marketing world. Alright, so some basic facts of LinkedIn. It was launched in May of 2003. It has about 740 million members and about 55 million registered companies on the website. Those are just rough numbers. I'm sure it could be more, it could be a little less. So when we looked at LinkedIn, many people just kind of look at it and think that, oh, it's for people to go get jobs, or it's for companies to hire employees. And yes, while that is true, LinkedIn is used for so much more in the marketing field than really I even knew myself. So when we all started looking at the stats and the numbers, we learned that in the marketing field, it's a lot of B2B marketing, and what that is business to business marketing. So it like I said, it is more business to business marketing rather than business to consumer. Now there isn't just zero business to consumer. But it's just not as much. And as we can see here, about 93% of business-to-business marketers see LinkedIn as a most effective channel lead generation. So what that means is the B2B, like I said, is business-to-business. So it's more of like a business selling their idea or their product to another business to, like that would help their business in the end, rather than business-to-consumer, which is like you going into Target or Marshall's and buying a shirt or something like that. That's more business to consumer. If you look at the image that I have up on the screen with the presentation, it says that about 51% of companies acquired a business to consumer customer through LinkedIn, but about 93%, like I said, of the business to business consider LinkedIn to be the most effective thing. And a website called HubSpot, they do a lot of research and surveys to kind of get some numbers and stuff on stuff like this. And they said that LinkedIn is about 277% more effective at generating leads than Facebook and Twitter. So, that does kind of come as a shock to me, and I'm sure it comes as a shock to everyone else, because everybody knows, everybody has a Facebook. Everybody that I can really think of uses Facebook. There is a few people, but for the most part, Facebook is a huge platform. And when you ask people about LinkedIn, you'll find a lot of people have LinkedIn, but they're not active on LinkedIn as they are on social media like Facebook and Twitter. So we're going to move on to our next one here, and we're going to look at the influencers of LinkedIn. So LinkedIn kind of has their own list of influencers, but it's not really refined to just that list. Bill Gates and Richard Branson and Arianna Huffington are all influencers, like official influencers of LinkedIn. But anybody that I really look up to or follow that uses LinkedIn, they could be considered an influencer to me of LinkedIn. But LinkedIn does work with some influencers like of their own, and they work together to post articles and come up with social media posts to somehow guide LinkedIn users. And so in conclusion, when we looked at LinkedIn, businesses can use this platform to endorse their own company and market their businesses to other businesses and even work together with them in the future. That also means they can build relationships and receive feedback from other companies, influencers, and professional connections on a professional network. That's pretty much to sum up what LinkedIn is to many people. Like I said, LinkedIn, you're going to have your information all available to businesses, and businesses will have their information available to consumers or future employees. So literally, pretty much that will sum it up pretty much to a T, which is professional connections on a professional network. So yeah, this did come as a shock to me with all these findings for LinkedIn, and so I hope everybody can see that. And that's it, guys. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening.